What's going on, everybody? This is your WOF Outlook and Discussion for Wednesday, March 1st, 2023. And before we get into today's video, I hope everyone is doing well, remaining positive, and is always staying blessed. All right, you guys, for today, the Storm Prediction Center still has a slight risk of severe weather from the Arklatex region, northeast Texas, extending east northeastward here into the mid south, lower Mississippi Valley here, Memphis, the Memphis area, even parts of Huntsville, Alabama, almost extending into parts of the southern counties of Nashville, Tennessee, Tupelo, Mississippi, Texarkana, Little Rock, Greenville. All these areas are in a slight risk for some damaging winds, hail, and tornadoes here. Even the Dallas area should start around the Dallas area here sometime in the next 2 to 4 hours. These cells may start to pop off here on this western extent and move east northeastward along this stalled out frontal boundary here. And as we take a look at the probabilities here, you can see tornado 5% probability from extreme northeast Texas extending northeast towards central Tennessee, northern Mississippi, northern Alabama. We go and look at the hail probability, you guys. You can see there is a 15% chance of a significant hail probability. This is probably going to be a significant hail event here from the same areas roughly that's already in that slight risk of severe weather from just east of Dallas to up around in the Memphis area with a 5% chance for hail extending all the way up into parts of southern Illinois, Indiana, even with a little piece in parts of extreme southwest Ohio could possibly see some hail with these storms. Wind threat 15% here in a slight risk, and in the marginal risk here from all the way up into Ohio, from Dallas all the way up to Ohio, coming even down to as far south as Atlanta, could see some strong winds with this system, as this would be a very significant wind threat, especially for tomorrow. There is no significant tornado threat. There is a significant hail threat, you guys. So as I was saying, hail is going to be a problem here across the Arklatex, extending east northeast into south central Arkansas and extreme northwest Mississippi. And that's about our only significant category for today. Now we're going to take a look to see when these storms may start to fire off. I already have it about ready and set up here. And as you can see, by 9 a.m., already on the extreme end where the marginal risk starts at, we probably already going to see some cells starting to fire off around Brownwood, Texas here. This will be to the southwest of Dallas here around 9 a.m., 10 a.m. And as we continue to move on into the morning hours, the late morning, early afternoon, you can see this cell is starting to approach the Dallas Fort Worth area as we go into 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock. Showers and thunderstorms are starting to increase here across North Texas, here, southeast Oklahoma, as the afternoon progresses. 1 o'clock here, you can see it's starting to rumble here as the atmosphere starts to heat up, and the energy from the upper levels and the lower levels will be there for this system. As we move into late afternoon, early evening, you can see across the Arklatex, isolated cells will be ongoing, and we will even have a swath of rain here across central southern Arkansas. Look at these strong cells here. These could be producing some very strong winds, and really hail is going to be the main threat that these cells are going to be producing. As you can see, look, Little Rock, by 6 o'clock, Little Rock is going to be rocking as this is heading towards the Memphis area. As we move further along into time, you can see by 8 o'clock, this has already started to spill into northern Mississippi here. It's still ongoing from the Arklatex into southern central Arkansas. All of this area is going to be experiencing some heavy rain, wind, and hail. Further north, we're going to have a wind threat as well with these storms, with these showers and storms here across parts of Kentucky, southern Illinois, Indiana, extending into Ohio. We're going to have rain in all of those areas here. And as we move on to midnight, and we starts to push all. Look at the heavy rain with this disturbance here as it starts to move out to the east here across Mississippi, northern Mississippi, Alabama, even just north of Atlanta. We got some strong showers and thunderstorms here ongoing even throughout the night. So there will be a severe threat for this area here today, primarily this afternoon and evening, and going into parts of the early overnight hours here. So be on the lookout if you stay in this area of the country. And now, as we shift our attention here to Convective Outlook Day 2, as I said yesterday, more than likely they will issue a moderate risk. And as you can see, a moderate risk has been issued here. The good news about this is that it looks like this trough is going to start to eject out to the northeast quicker than what was first anticipated. So that is why here across southeast Louisiana, the New Orleans area, and the Mississippi Gulf Coast, we are now in a low threat marginal risk for some severe weather, as it looks like the more of the upper dynamics is going to stay to our north and west here. But as you can see, for Thursday, that moderate risk, you might as well just go ahead and say the Dallas area is included in that moderate risk. Tyler, Texas, Shreveport, Texarkana, the extreme parts of southeast Oklahoma, southern Arkansas. You might as well, Little Rock, you close enough. We're gonna put you in it as well. If you that close enough to the probability area, you might as well just put yourself in there because you're close enough. We have the enhanced risk on the outside of that, which does include the Jackson area up towards Memphis. The slight risk now includes the Houston area, extending even further up into parts of southwest, south central Oklahoma here. Slight risk goes all the way towards north central Arkansas and even extending it to further into parts of Tennessee and Alabama. And as I was just stating, we have the lower marginal risk here that does include New Orleans, Ocean Springs, Pensacola here, and even extending as far north as to parts of southern, extreme southern Illinois, Missouri here. All of these areas are going to be at risk for a very dangerous possible outbreak of severe weather tomorrow. And as we check the probabilities here, you can see the tornado threat, a very high 15% chance here across the Arklatex. Dallas area is within that 10 to 15%. So Dallas, you real have to be on the lookout for some very nasty weather here tomorrow and even today with these cells that's going to be forming here. You have the outer area, the Jackson, Memphis area, 10% chance of tornadoes. I mean 5%, I'm sorry about that. 5% for Jackson, Mississippi, and then 2% for New Orleans, Houston. This is a very wide area that's going to see some strong damaging winds here. Like this system is going to really be, that low level jet is really going to be pumping. The hail probability, you can see 30% Dallas here, southeast Oklahoma, Arkansas, extreme northwest Louisiana, 30% hail probability. That is crazy. That is going to be some damaging hail here. We have 15% probability extending all the way east northeast towards the Memphis area, northern Mississippi, Alabama. We go to the wind probability. There we go, you guys, just as we had for parts of Oklahoma, the Central Plains, just this past weekend. This is going to be a very significant wind threat. Maybe not as windy, as bad as it was over Oklahoma, but it's going to be rocking here across the Arklatex here in the south. As you can see, the 45% wind probability, the 30% extends all the way to Memphis here, even 15% for Houston. We're in the 5% area here across southeast Louisiana and the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Now, I do want to say, just because we are in a marginal risk here across the New Orleans area and the Mississippi Gulf Coast, I still anticipate that we will see probably some locally damaging winds as this line of storms move through our area, as that low level jet is going to be fairly strong here, even though the upper level support is going to be far to our northwest here across southeast Louisiana. That low level jet is still going to be pumping, that we could see some locally damaging winds as that line of storms move through our area. And of course, I know we have a significant tornado risk here for Thursday. As you can see, Dallas is even in the significant tornado risk, extending almost all the way up to Memphis. Like, this is a wide area that's going to be in for a very nasty, looks like it's going to be late afternoon, evening into the overnight hours that this area is going to be getting lit up here with these storms, as this atmosphere is going to be very prime for these strong storms. There is even a significant hail threat here for Thursday across parts of north central Texas. Dallas is included again. Dallas, you're going to be having a rough 2 days here for tomorrow, and today. As you can see, there is a significant wind threat. This is the first time I've ever seen a significant threat with the tornadoes, hail, and wind. Maybe I'm just really too new to looking at all this, but I've been looking at this for a long time. But as far as tracking the significant severe weather, I'm kind of fairly on them. Just starting to track this. I'm more of the hurricane type, but as you can see here, from Dallas to Jackson, Memphis, strong significant wind here, as you can see. Now, as we take this categorical probabilities down, let's take a look at the models to see how this area may start to get going here for Thursday. Now, the HRRR is not going to show the entire Thursday, so I'm only going to show you guys as much as it will let me. And I want to start, let's say we're going to start about 9 a.m. on, oh, shoot, let me go back. It looks like that's starting too early. This looks like this event is going to be rocking pretty early here across. We just gonna start at 6 a.m., you guys, because it looks like this event is gonna start way earlier than we thought. I was talking about some late afternoon, evening. This looked like we're gonna have some showers ongoing as early as 6 a.m. in the morning here across parts of the Arklatex region, north Texas, southern Arkansas, extreme southeast Oklahoma. As we move to 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, you can see, look how this across parts of Texas here, the Dallas area. Look how this line starts to form here, extending all the way across Arkansas into northern Mississippi, the Memphis area, even showers into Alabama. All of this is going to start to really light up here as I continue to press this on throughout the day Thursday. As you can see, 12 o'clock. Ongoing sales continuing, heavy rain and sales continuing near the Dallas area, extending up into Oklahoma, Arkansas, Mississippi. All these areas still rumbling and stumbling here. As we get to 3 o'clock, you can see these sales are really starting to ignite here. And these are the ones that will be capable of having some that could be capable of producing some tornadoes. Sorry about that. And as you can see, even all the way from where the marginal risk starts at here across West Texas, we're going to see some nasty sales. This is probably the beginning line of the squall line right here in West Texas. As we continue to push this on 4 or 5 o'clock, let's see, you guys. Yes, that would be the beginning of the squall line. So to add more insult to injury for Dallas, they're going to see some thunderstorms throughout the day before the main line develops out to their west, and probably going to come blasting through them later on during the evening. As you can see here, across the moderate risk area, these thunderstorms going to be ongoing. We're going to have to really be looking out for some hail, significant wind, and tornadoes here. And as you can see, heavy rain all the way up into Missouri here, Oklahoma City. All these areas are going to be experiencing some showers and some very heavy rain and thunderstorms here, and extending all the way down almost to even near Austin, Texas. We're going to be seeing possibly some strong to severe storms. And it looks like this line of weather will be moving, possibly making it through the Dallas area, the squall line here between 8 and 10 o'clock on Thursday, and even extending, as I said, all the way down into Austin, Texas. Strong thunderstorms capable of producing tornadoes will be possible. As we move this out on into midnight, you can see the line starts to weaken some here, especially on its southern extent. So that's why I say the threat has died down tremendously here for southeast Louisiana, but we still will have a threat here for some strong damaging winds, with that low level jet being as strong as it is. And this is about as far as the HRRR goes out right now. So as you can see, this is going to be a very nasty event here for parts of the Arklatex here in Mid-South. So everyone, please be safe, be careful. I will be back tomorrow morning. We're going to take a look at the Ace Triple R to see how it's evolving these storms as it comes through our area here across southeast Louisiana and the Mississippi Gulf Coast. But as I said, if you live in the Dallas area, northwest Louisiana, Arkansas, even extending into Mississippi, please be on the lookout for some strong, some nasty storms here for Thursday and even for today. Everyone be safe, be careful, and I will talk to you all in the next one.